Hello friend, I welcome you to my channel Laser Graphics and Multimedia, and in today's video you are going to learn how to create amazing transparent text effect in Photoshop step-by-step tutorial. But before I dive into the tutorial, if you're really new to this channel, please remember to hit on the subscribe. So with that being said, let's dive into the tutorial and see how you create this amazing transparent text effect in Photoshop. So first thing first, you have to go to your home tab right here, go to File, and make sure you click on New. So at this point here, you have to set up your page, and for the top right here, you have to type in transparent, that is the name of the design, transparent text in Photoshop. Okay, then you have to come to the width here, just type in 1080, and you come to the height, just type in 1920 for the height. Then you can leave the resolution to be 72, and you can leave the color to be RGB, and the background color should be white, and click on create. So next thing you want to do here is to rotate this particular page. Just go to image and go to image rotation, and make sure you choose 90-degree counterclockwise. You're going to have something like this. Okay, next thing you need to do is to come down below right here, click on here. And this time around, you have to make sure you choose solid color. Then the color I use for this particular background is the color code is 000202. So that is the color code I use for the background, and then you hit on OK. All right, so next thing to do is to bring in your picture. You have to go to the file from the home tab right here, and this time around, you have to look for place embedded. Then select your picture and hit on place. Alright, at this point here, you have to come to the home tab right here. Click on this check mark. This allows you to accept the free transform. Next thing you want to do right here is to go to your toolbar right here. Click and hold down from this point here. Make sure you choose your rectangular marquee. So after you choose your rectangular marquee, just drag all over the image and drag to the bottom this way, and then you just have to make sure you press Ctrl J on your keyboard to cut the picture into another layer. Then select the original layer and press the delete key on your keyboard. Okay, so next thing you can do is that you can position your image into the center of the page. All right, so the next thing you need to do is to go to your toolbar again. This time around, you have to click and hold down and make sure you choose your horizontal type tool. How you choose your horizontal type tools? This is the font I use, and it's going to be bold, and the font size is 77, and then you can click on here to change the color. So the color I use for the text is pure white. Just type in 5FF in so this is the color code FFF. Okay, then once you're done, you hit on OK. Now you can make a type. Next thing you want to do here is to press Ctrl A to select everything. You can come to the font size here, increase the font size from the home tab right here. Then you can go to window from the home tab right here and look for character panel. Select your character panel, so you are going to have something like this. Then we can adjust the interval of the text from this point here. Then you can make your character panel right here. You can make it 145 interval and press enter key on your keyboard. Then you're going to have something like this. You can come here and increase the font size. Okay. So you can come here and increase the font size until you are able to satisfy with the font size. So once you're done with every format, then at this point here, we still need to adjust the interval. Come back to the interval panel right here, and you can make it 155 this time around, 155, and press enter key on your keyboard. Okay, so you're going to have something like this. So we can still make it more adjustment, make it 160 and press enter key. All right, so once you're done with the formatting of the text, you have to come to your pick tools to accept the text, and you can position the text into the image right here. Okay, one more thing you can do, you can still increase this font size right here. So for easy one, then you just go to edit, and this time around you go to free transform. Then at this point here, you need to press hotkey on your keyboard and drag all over. So this allows you to have a quick increasement of your font size, and you're going to be fine. Then you can probably position this text right on the way and manner you want it to be. So next thing you need to do at this point here, you have to right click on the text, and this time around you have to choose skill. Okay, so having choose skill, then you have to adjust, make everything in the right position of your choice. So you can come here also and drag it down a little bit. Okay, and you can come here and make sure you click on the next thing you can do is to press Ctrl T again to open a transform tools, and you can press hotkey on your keyboard to increase the font size more and more. Okay, so you can take it down a little bit and adjust the font in a proper way that is suit your taste. Okay, so once you're satisfied with the adjustment, you have to come to the home tab here, click on this check mark to accept. Okay, so next thing you need to do is to make a duplicate of this text. For you to do that, just have to come to the layer panel right here, right click on the text layer, and you have to look for duplicate layer. So this duplicate one here, we can just type in a stroke layer. Okay, and then we can hit on OK. All right, so this particular layer, the original text layer right here, we have to fall back to the layer, and we take the layer back we take it back to the image. So next thing we need to do is to select the stroke layer. Then we have to come to the top right here. We have to click on fill and make sure we turn down the fill to be 100 to 0%. Then once you turn it back to 0%, and you have to right click on the layer. So after right click on the layer, you have to go to blending options. Then from the blending option right here, you have to double click on the stroke. So once you double click on the stroke, you're going to have stuff like this. Okay, then for the stroke width right here, you can type in 10, and make sure the position of stroke is outside, and the opacity, make sure it remain 100%. And then you have to make sure you click on your color and make sure you maintain all white color, and make sure you hit on OK. So at this point here, you have to come here and make sure you hit on OK. Now, one more thing you can do here, you can press Ctrl key down and select the text layer. Then you can begin to adjust it the way and manner you want it. It's going to be in a see-through transparent text effect in Adobe Photoshop. I hope you guys find value for this video. If you enjoyed this video, please give this video a big thumb up, and also don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more tutorials like this in Adobe Photoshop. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye for now. How it's supposed to feel.